Hi, this is Cams from Acoustic Guitar I.O. I'm going to show you one of my favourite songs today. It's The Ghost of Tom Joad by Bruce Springsteen. It comes from his album called The Ghost of Tom Joad from 1995. It's a really simple finger-picking song. It has 4 chords and the finger-picking pattern remains the same almost all the way through the song. It's in the key of A minor, which normally is too low for my singing. I would tend to capo up a bit. But for the purposes of this lesson, we're just going to keep it in standard pitch. So regular tuning, standard tuning, and we're going to be picking really just with the thumb, the index and the middle finger. It starts off with A minor, and I'm going to show you the pattern, and this is a thing for you to practice. Just regular A minor shape, and then we're going to use the thumb, index and middle, and we're going to pick on the 5th string with the thumb, and then the 3rd string with the index, and the 2nd string with the middle. Okay? So those are the strings for the A minor part, and the pattern goes like this. Let's slow that down a bit. Thumb, index, middle, index, and then the thumb skips a string to give you an alternating bass sound, so the thumb moves to the 4th string. So the pattern. So I'd like you to practice that a few times. And that's the pattern for the verse. The introduction starts with that pattern also, but it has a G which we use by fretting the 3rd fret on the 6th string. It's a bass note, and it comes in like this. Now you'll see I'm using my pinky. The reason being that it allows me to keep the A minor shape fretted the whole time. And you'll see while I'm picking, the ring finger and the pinky on my picking hand are actually touching the 1st string. I'm using that as a kind of grip or an anchor because I'm not going to be playing that string. And so it allows my fingers to remain in the same position. My hand doesn't need to move at all. It has this anchor. Now you could equally plant on the soundboard. And that's what I recommend for flat picking and for rhythm accompaniment with a flat pick. This is just a technique that I've developed over the years, and it works for me. So we've got the intro. Goes into the verse, well there's no G there. Men walking along the railroad tracks. And then we go to a C chord. Going someplace and there's no going back. Then it goes to a G. So the C chord, it's just a straightforward C chord with your fretting hand. The picking pattern is exactly the same as it was for the A minor. Same strings, same fingers, same pattern. So it's thumb, index, middle, index, thumb skips to the 4th string, index, middle. And then we get a short G, which I play with just one finger this time. Because I'm coming from the C chord, I'm going to use the ring finger because it's already on the 3rd fret. pattern would be the same pattern as the A minor and the C, with the exception that we're playing the 6th string with our thumb. But we're still skipping to the 4th string. Men walking along the railroad track, going someplace and there's no going back. Highway patrol choppers coming up over the ridge. Hot soup on a campfire under the bridge. So the last little phrase goes back to the A minor, and then we get the 1 finger G back to the A minor. Going someplace and there's no going back. Hot soup on a campfire under the bridge. And that time I'm using my ring finger for the G. That's just a habit, I guess. So that's the whole verse. We've got the intro. Verse section for the second line or the second half of the first verse. We're going to move into the chorus now, which starts on an F chord. Now, if you're able to play a full bar chord F, this is how I play it. Then do so. You can pick the root note on the 6th string. And in this instance I'm picking with the index, the middle and the ring. If you play the short F, you can play the 4-string version and use the same picking pattern that we used in the first half of the song. I'm having to think about it a bit because I'm so used to the way I play it. That's it. So in this instance, the thumb is skipping from the 4th string to the 3rd string. And we're using index, middle, thumb. That might be a simpler way to pick it if you're not so comfortable with the full F shape bar chord. Well, it's an E shape bar chord at the 1st fret. Well, the highway is alive tonight, where it's headed for. C chord. Everybody. 1 note G, back to A minor. Knows. Finger. I'm sitting down here in the campfire light. A minor with the ghost of old G, and back to the A minor, Tom Joad. So let's go through the chorus. Oh, the highway is alive tonight, where it's headed for. That's the whole song. 3 verses, 3 choruses. You can look up the lyrics on the internet. You'll find them readily enough, along with recordings on YouTube, etc. I have started to tab this out. I've got as far as tabbing out the verses. So once I finish that, I'll publish them and share the link. Tabbing is a new thing for me. I'm trying different software packages just now and trying to learn them. It's a work in progress, but they're coming. So if you've enjoyed this lesson, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to see you play this. It's a very simple song, but it's a beautiful song, and it's one that I play pretty much every gig. Every time I play live, that song is in my repertoire. It's very simple and very effective. It's also a great tune to learn to work on some basic arpeggio style finger picking. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.